Hello, everybody. The clouds are out. We in the house, and you're here now. So
Grab a seat.
Oh, hold on. There we go.
Man up again.
As per usual, it's your boy D'Angelo, aka Kumo D. Go ahead, man.
It's your boy, Tony Cancel back.
Todd.
Nice.
It's the strongest Yonko at this table, y'all. It's Aaron in the bill.
He's sharp.
I didn't like that. Anyways, y'all, we are back for another episode of the House of Clouds podcast. And if y'all couldn't catch the drift, man, we talking about Uncle Shay Shay. Y'all know what happened. If you ain't seen it, then you ain't seen it. But if you seen it, you know. More like if you've heard it, more realistically. But just to give y'all a little bit of a background, with Uncle Shay Shay kind of going on live, getting caught clapping some cheeks, just the audio.
It was a little slip up.
What did
doesn't
Hannah
deserve
Montana say, bro?
And all we
Everybody
heard...
makes mistakes.
Yeah.
Everybody has those days.
But I mean, the main confusion with this whole thing was it on purpose? Was it a hack? Was it recorded? Because Uncle Shay Shay said like a couple of different things, y'all. So we know he said at one point it was hacked, and then at one point it was an accident.
The person that was over the account.
He said
the person that was over the account said that. He said I didn't say that.
Oh, got you. Okay. And then we heard straight from him that essentially it was just he did it. He kind of basically had the phone. He said he threw it somewhere and then
threw it on the bed or something like that.
Yeah, but the confusing part to me is how did the live start?
Cause I think people are like, they're really
like, it's super hard to get on live. I don't feel like it's that hard.
Because I think a lot of people are getting literal with it. Like, oh, like he threw the phone and navigated. Nah, he could have already been on Instagram scrolling.
Yeah,
they could have been doing anything, talking on the bed or the couch, watching Netflix, and he could have been scrolling, and she whipped the nigga down, and then it's like, oh, okay, like, we get to it. Then you phone in your hand, you like, I'm focused, and it can easily happen. It's pretty much, I wouldn't say it happened to all of us in this way, but something has happened where like
accidentally called.
Yeah, accidentally called somebody.
Yeah, but
clapping cheeks or
so.
What?
Yeah, it ain't
ever the video just started recording when you're clapping cheeks.
It was just an accident. Now we got a sex tape. I didn't mean for it to magically just end up camera pointed at us on the dresser. That's insane.
But no, definitely, I put my phone in my
camera
pocket.
was at the floor. The floor was wooden.
Yeah.
So,
that's what it was named? Yeah. I thought it was the bed.
Nah,
I thought it was a couch.
Yeah, it didn't look like
I thought it was like the dresser drawer or some shit.
It was whatever it was.
That too,
could have been that, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I can see it happening. It's not completely
just,
impossible.
It funny. Just that first, like I say, I don't remember how long, but that's that first couple.
Yeah, that's
what really got me. Dick in. Put your dick in. And that's when the grunts came.
It's just a meme.
It was like he was about to finish. He was literally trying to finish a race. Like,
it had me dying because all the memes.
You ever hear your dog growl?
When they the one where it's like, if I send you this how you know I'm gonna talk you through.
That's my Michelle.
But like,
I'm gonna put this thing up in.
Do you feel like when you get older, you gonna start talking like that?
I feel like I don't want to talk just like that, but I feel like I low key do that already.
that little nigga. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm giving it to you.
That's
oh
it.
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that's taking me off.
You remember Bilal?
That's that thing.
Bilal. When Bilal used to say, take it.
Take it. Oh my gosh.
That man about stank.
Bilal is such
They had no choice. So just
You know what? Like, what's recently come back to surface after the Shannon Sharpe situation, or because of the Shannon Sharpe situation? I've been seeing people meme audios of Brian Pumper and the stuff he was saying. I saw
Brian Pumper
what?
is getting so like disrespected now.
Hey, he shouldn't, man.
People
I guess
over
he
here
put
cracking,
hours
throwing
into the
eggs at him. And he's like, "Maybe you used to do this."
I forgot what he said. He said, I'm gonna give it to you now. Make sure it fit. I was like, what the hell? I ain't never heard nobody
That
say.
is an interesting
I'm
statement right
gonna
off the
give
bat.
it to you now. Make sure it fit, girl.
Sure.
She was like, it fits. It fits. I was like, what the hell is this, bro?
Now, if you just like take the audio from all the porns, they sound pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, it's wild stuff between him.
Especially when they start throwing the N-word out there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Nah, bro. I done seen some stuff. This joint is crazy.
But do you think that it was Do you think that it was fake? Do you feel like he set it up?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he.
I
had
don't
a
think
reason
Shannon
to.
Sharpe would do something like that.
He's up right now. He's up.
Yeah.
Club
only-
Shay Shay is doing good. Like it's no.
The only thing that like kind of like somebody's theory was that it was because he had the pills, and when he was talking about it, he started like, "Hey, what I was doing, I hit these pills," and he did it a couple times. So I was like, "That's a good."
That's a cool advertisement.
I was like, "It's
Yeah.
a low key good ad."
Yeah.
Somebody said he did it because everybody was calling him sus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, no one like people were. That's just the internet, honestly.
Shay Shay
But I
has
was
that
just
blue
like,
chew.
Well, yeah, but I was just like,
The internet's just.
I haven't heard any. Never heard any rumblings of he on the low. I was like, he actually has a kid. So.
I mean, ain't nobody gonna say it to his face.
Yeah.
That's for sure. The internet.
Maybe Skip.
Only Skip is the bonus.
You think
one.
Skip Bayless finna?
Skip probably talking right now. That shit, he played that shit. That nigga's dick not that big. Like, oh, Skip, what is he talking? It's a sports analyst. I'm gonna analyze.
Skip may agree
He's-
under the context of he probably missed that he's with LeBron. He's like, I think Shay Shay did with LeBron right there. Because that man caps for that man.
No,
Like his life depends on it.
that's stupid.
Oh, me and King James right here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna shoot out.
It's only
after the
because they
season.
cool because of the whole barbershop situation. Because didn't
Bruh.
they do the barbershop interview together?
Yeah, but he's always been
Like,
With
Nah,
him and a
nah,
couple of
he-
other people. Other
That
He's
man
always
been
been
knee
fine
deep
with
in
LeBron.
LeBron James. Like he is the leader of LeBron James.
That was a terrible.
Hey,
way to put that, bro. That was terrible.
Nah, that's a
Terrible.
That's accurate.
terrible.
Well,
Terrible. way.
Have you heard the Skip Bayless?
yeah, but
That's wild, bro.
I
Don't
kind of be
disrespect
wondering.
Shay
I'm
Shay
like,
that.
yo,
he
LeBron James, you know,
James.
That's
That's
okay.
okay.
You talking-
Yo, hey.
Hey,
Nah.
come on.
Uncle Shay, if you see this, man, we didn't tell him to say that, okay? We didn't.
From beard
I'm
to
not
beard,
afraid.
brother. You know what I'm saying?
No. No, it wasn't us. But anyway, I mean, with the whole
That
With the-
nigga's wrong.
with the whole situation, do you feel like if Shay Shay did this for an advertisement, that basically there was money involved, like they paid him to do this? They're like, hey,
I
Shay
don't-
Shay,
I
we'll
don't think
throw
it
you a
paid.
couple $100K.
I don't think they could throw enough money for him to sabotage
That was risky.
anything he got going on now. Cause
Well, do you think this would qualify as part of a sabotage, like a career sabotage? Because I mean, he hasn't really had any major repercussions, which I'm hoping, to God, he doesn't get anything
he
like,
had
major
one
cut from him.
that was from a lady named, ironically, Michelle. She tried to throw the SA allegations on him, but they dismissed her.
Yeah,
But-
because I mean, if you in the video, that sounds pretty consensual. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I'm not talking. It was later. It was earlier. Excuse me.
Earlier, okay.
Yeah,
But I mean, those got dismissed pretty quickly, so we're good.
but yeah, he's been up, and I think he's smart enough to.
Kind of navigate
Yeah.
things. I mean, but it seems like Uncle Shay Shay, man, he's been delivered from this, so we good to go. But I mean,
Oh,
speaking of Deliverance, have y'all seen it? The Deliverance on Netflix.
No.
Have we tapped in?
No.
You haven't tapped in?
No.
You haven't tapped in?
Mm-mm.
But okay, so the Deliverance is a Lee Daniels film that is basically centered around a house that was supposedly realistically haunted, or it was haunted in real life. And I think it was back in like 1978, something around there. and basically a demon was latched to the house, and it kept attacking different families that moved in, basically trying to claim the families. And now a new family moves in, and they're plagued by that same demon.
Was this the one by any chance where the little black kid wind up getting possessed?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, all the black kids got possessed at the same
Yeah,
time.
because I remember a little glimpse of them advertising
Mhm.
the actual family and talking about how real this was. I was like, oh.
Yeah. I mean, Lee Daniels is known for some pretty solid storytelling, right? We have, besides this, we also have, what was it? I want to say the Butler that he did or
I
something
think so.
like that.
But I just know whatever Lee Daniels is doing, look for Monique, because Monique gonna be right there.
She's going to be involved in
Yeah.
it, which is cool to say, because I like to see us consistently like lifting kind of those under, I want to say,
Undervalued.
like, there we go, undervalued black voices, because Monique is technically a staple to some extent in the black community, but as of recent, she hasn't been giving her flowers as much as usual. So I think it's very good to see her kind of getting that shine, getting her rightful claim on the stage. But the question I wanted to ask is, do we realistically see black people in this position, like black people being possessed? This is something I don't think we've seen too often, and we don't see, I guess, too often in cinema. So do we really see our people dealing with this sort of situation?
It's good.
Nah, that's because, like, you know, with the black community, we're damn near rooted in Christianity. Like, when it comes to black people, you can't separate God from them, because, like, it just goes back so far, you know.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, you know, especially if you got a black mother in the household, she praying some demons down.
Oh yeah.
And you don't even know about. You be like, has your mom ever just walked in the room and just hit the blessed oil on your head, and you just like, you just receive it? You gotta hit the tie. What tie say?
It just dripped down.
You know, so shout out to the black mothers, grandmothers.
Oh yeah.
All the black women in the community, because y'all definitely are some prayer warriors.
We appreciate you. We do.
And I kind of noticed, like I say, personally, being like, you know, us being black brothers growing up in a black culture, like, we've grown up to be less curious when things look a little supernatural sketchy. We don't sit here and say, hey, I don't know, guys. That house I heard was haunted. You know?
Only
check it out.
Only thing I can see, there's a sexual demon turned.
Oh, what you doing?
Hey, it's like the scene from the original Ghostbusters. When Dan Aykroyd's pants is coming down. Anthony just.
She's going for it.
I love it here.
I'm gonna close my eyes now.
All right, go to sleep.
Take me away.
Oh my gosh, bro.
But you know, one thing I noticed when I was talking with a coworker about this.
Yeah.
When's the last time you heard of a black ghost?
Never in my life.
Any like black like supernatural thing, you gotta summon that motherfucker 3 times.
Right.
That is a candy bag.
Right.
Nigga,
what you want?
Because we not going to hear it.
What you need?
We not going to
So
hear it.
bad
the
to say
first
my
time.
name 3 times. Like,
you really want me to kill you that bad?
right?
You want this that bad? Yeah, stop calling me.
Right.
He do one slash in the mirror, and disappear. I'm busy.
You
Michelle. I'm sorry, Michelle. My bad. They was calling me, Michelle. They was calling me.
Well, yeah, I was noticing. I was like, wow, that's crazy right there. Never heard of it. It's always been mostly Caucasian. I've heard of ghosts.
But I mean, I think one thing, back to the movie, I think one thing that I found very interesting with this film was that it wasn't the standard biological family like point of view. It was a adopted family. So it was like still black mother, adopted 3 black children, and then she was basically, not completely black, but she was mixed, still black. I mean, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So she pretty much had her white mother in the house, and then she had 3, black children. She had 2 boys and 1 girl, and it was interesting to see the dichotomy of the white mom, who I guess you could kind of say she's like touched by the culture, because she was, into soul food, head wraps. She had she was putting, yes, she was putting, God through the house. She was putting up crosses. She was the one that was holding on to the faith. Yeah. And then at the same time, the black mom was the one that was letting go. So I think the interesting point of all this, or the interesting point of that to see, was that how our culture had touched another race and it ended up pouring back into us.
Yeah, and then too, like, what was crazy, like, even came with the trauma too.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, because I mean, we saw that stigma of the black dad not being available, the black dad not being there, because the mom didn't know her dad, but at the same time, the orphans, they were, as I just put it, orphans. They didn't know their biological parents. They didn't know their biological father. So there wasn't that male stronghold, or that male presence in the home. It was just basically like a black woman by proxy, just because, the white mom. And then the actual black mom herself pretty much holding the home together, holding it down. So it was very beautiful to see the story, but I also wonder what would that story have been with a black male presence.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think that the religion or the religious aspect would have been held a little stronger? Do you think it still would have been something that the black mom separated from and she didn't really enforce with the kids? What do you guys really see changes, or what do you guys think the changes would have been if there was a black male presence in that home?
I mean,
in terms of ghosts, I don't know.
You gonna fist fight him?
Well, because they naturally, like I said, equate the church, Christianity with the women.
Yeah.
Not so strongly the male.
Yeah.
Or the men. Excuse me. So I don't necessarily see where that can go. Mm-hmm. Maybe the decision making or coming to grips quicker. Yeah. This is what's actually happening. Yeah. Rather than, denying it, oh no, what's going on? Motherfucking shit ain't right.
We need to fix something.
So so as far as that, but they pretty much have a certain way they do it. And rightfully so.
Yeah. But I mean, and we don't ask this question to take away from what the black women were doing, because at the end of the day, it's all love. We completely support and stand by our black women, and we love the story as it was told. But this is just a question to kind of formulate where we would fit into that.
Honestly,
feel what I'm saying?
I think it'd be maybe a different financial situation. Maybe it'll avoid such scenario. If you could say coming across the house.
Oh, well, I would think that just because of a two income household.
You a little bit got some more money to work with to not settle for almost anything. Yeah. Especially houses are crazy, seems reasonable. Because I'm assuming a house like this, it was, what?
Yeah.
Is this price? And how many rooms?
It was super cheap.
Yeah. You never know.
But it came with a demon. Yeah. So, pros and cons.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Yeah.
Hey, real talk. I ain't never got a deal like this. You gonna have to get up out this right now.
I mean, you got some. I laugh because it's funny because I have coworkers. She was telling me she literally did that when I sent her. Where she's black herself. She was like, yeah. I got tired of that little motherfucker starting shit in my house. She was like, look, I told him, look, are you gonna pay rent here or not? Because I'm not doing this shit with you today. I was like, you really said that to a girl?
She said, I called the pastor. He came out quick.
Because honestly, I feel like how and I don't even know how it works. This is just my perception on it.
Hmm.
If you're very strong-willed or grounded, then it like whatever entity or spirits there can't possess you. So like that's why like a lot of situations like that, they can't possess you, but they could fuck with you. So they could like like, and I feel like it's a form of breaking your mental, because if you got like shit over here falling and shit just going crazy, who going crazy? You.
Yeah.
So, but maybe if like you're weak-willed or you're ungrounded, then you're easily susceptible to being possessed.
Yeah, cause I remember like I heard a pastor a while ago talk about like the levels to it, like the levels to the possession, because it's not just straight to possession. It's always, I think they were saying, depression to where it attacks like pretty much your outlook, your mental, to where you just feel down, you feel sad, and then that's kind of one in one with oppression, which is it's basically pushing you down in all ways, shapes, and forms to break you, and then possession is going to happen because you're already broken, and like you just pretty much you empty the vessel out, so now there's room, so to speak. So I mean, with that, it was crazy. I think one thing in the film, it was crazy how fast we saw the demon kind of getting to people, right? Like, and for us that saw it, it happened pretty quickly. Like the oppression started very early, and then it's like it hit the kids quick.
Well,
and
I
then
think
it hit the mom or the grandmother. My bad.
Their stuff happened even before they got to the house, because if you think about it, they were orphans.
Yeah.
So they, usually orphans have crazy experiences.
Yeah, they're already downtrodden. They already have trauma that they're working on, so it was easier.
And then I don't know how long she had those kids in that situation, but it seemed like with her, they've been through some stuff, like money-wise. They ain't had the best stuff. Or, stuff like that. So
yeah, I mean, it was just a hard go. Yeah. But, I mean, the demon making it harder was crazy. Right. But as for, like, to the people that haven't seen it, like, do y'all feel like, just from what you have seen or what we've talked about, do y'all feel like this is a film, one, that's worth watching? And do you feel like representation is done pretty well? Just from what you've seen.
I'm going to watch it simply because they're black people, and I haven't really seen it. So, yes.
Cool. Okay. So you feel basically we're well represented in that? Or do you want to...
Just see it from the black
to take that look
experience. I don't really see too many possession movies with black people.
Yeah.
The only one it was literally a comedy spoof, because that just doesn't...
Or I didn't see the one with the two girls, and one of the girls...
Oh, The Exorcism.
The Exorcism, but to me that was...
The Exorcism Believer.
That just being associated with white people. But
it's your fault!
I mean, that was crazy in itself, because it did kind of go back to the association with... Yeah. Nothing wrong with y'all, but, in that movie, that little white girl did kind of get her set up. I'm not finna front. But
her curiosity.
Yeah. You can get your mom back. You can talk to her again.
Even with me, like, every time that I've somewhat dealt with, like, the supernatural in a way, it's always been another race. Other than maybe Candyman. But then we was just like, oh, you want to do it? Hell no, nigga. Like, fuck. Or
you want me to call him?
You toss water and call him? Hell no, I ain't doing that shit. It's always been another race. And so, it's like, I'm cool.
I think
like, what's scary to me? The belt. That's scary enough.
I think
Jesus.
That's the best horror film out there.
I think the only other one I know, like, and that's like semi-black culture, because this is technically like Creole, like voodoo sort of thing, is like when you call like Baba Legba, or like when you leave doors opens, or any of the spirits like that.
Papa Legba?
Baba Legba?
Is it Baba Legba?
I thought it was
you can say Papa Legba, but Baba is Papa.
But yeah,
Baba is father. Papa's
even
father.
now, I'm just like, when you believe, you really believe.
But I mean, I think a lot of like our supernatural isn't. It's more on the like.
No, it's real. Like, that's why.
But I'm saying it's for black people. It's more like Creole, Louisiana stuff like that. Like in Tales of the Crypt. Tales of the Crypt was like. That's the shit that scared me.
Oh, that dog right there.
Yeah, the dogs and all that.
Yeah.
No, that
But
dog's
again,
scared.
that goes to the Creole aspects and things because we actually believe it. So we just don't play with it because we believe.
Yeah.
White people do that shit because they don't believe and just spirits.
It's
No,
saying something.
spirits. Like
Are you
that's
moving
the
it?
devil.
Are you
Nigga.
moving it?
That's
Yeah.
the devil. Like no.
But I will also
Because
say,
all the
like,
spirits that are supposed to are here are devilish in a way. So it's just like if you are visited by one, beware.
Yeah, and
I'm just not.
I doubt an angel is finna come touch your Ouija board. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I'm saying. They'll come in different forms if you visit. Typically, they'll come in dreams, things like that.
Yeah.
But if they're there with you right now, that's the devil.
Run.
I see people with Ouija boards. No.
And it's crazy how like popular they're getting too.
They
Like,
sell them at Target.
yeah, bro, in the
Like-
board game section.
People
Like,
think
that's
it's funny.
insane to me.
Not,
It's not
Yeah.
sweet, bro. It's not a game.
yeah, I'm cool.
No, man.
that's these young bucks these days.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
that's why I also don't believe that we really get possessed like that because we believe.
Mhm.
And I was like, people that typically, or at least when you typically see it, it's always the Catholic Church and things like that. Because we can get deeper into it, but no, it's people that are always typically falling away from the faith
Yeah.
that typically get possessed.
Yeah.
Even though we know God's real and we rock with Him, we'll follow our own path. That's not exactly falling from the faith. People just literally say "F God." We rock with. We take God with us and just say, "I'm not messing with religion and like the communal aspect. But
Yeah.
God is always with me."
Yeah.
Boom, cool. The people that I've heard got possessed are typically people that have fell away from the faith and they just stop rocking with God and denounce God. And that's when I'm just like, God's just like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Because
God's
someone's
always
gonna
with
make
me.
you a believer. I'm gonna just let you
I'm
know
just
right now.
Just peep. Just
Is
like,
it gonna be God
now
and the
that I've
devil?
said
Because
that, you'll start
one of them gonna
noticing.
make you a believer. So.
like literally every time. Not even in strictly movies, but just every time that I've heard
And
people
I
be
mean-
possessed, it's always someone that just fell away from the
And
faith.
the crazy part
It
about
denounced
it
God.
is like, I find it so like just asinine that you are a believer in spirits, ghosts, demons, whatever, but you don't believe in God. I'm like,
Yeah,
they're
that
all
makes sense.
of the spiritual realm.
Yeah, when you said that the other day, I was like, yeah, the Satanists. I was like, so you literally believe in Satan? That means God's real,
Right?
What?
It
I was
makes
like,
no
I can
sense.
see you just rocking with him, cool. But I was like, they still was like, oh, God's not real, so we're gonna believe it. I was like, if Satan is real,
there's some of them.
if
And
Satan
it's
is
like,
real.
some of them are, I think some of them will be like, oh, like God's real, but I just don't mess with His rules. Like, I like this doctrine. Which, okay, if that's what you believe, by all means,
I've heard a
like,
couple of those people.
you
but-
do what you want to do. I'm not gonna do it, but you do what you want to do. You know, if you like
We're
it.
not
Personally, I
friends.
think that's
Yeah,
like
Stop
the hard.
talking.
Personally, I think that's a hardcore
I heard you
believer
don't talk.
who
Yeah.
tries to sit here and you're trying to what you're doing is denouncing God, and
Mhm.
so that way, whatever you believe in comes, you got more dedication, more devotion.
Respectfully,
to
again,
it.
it's always the Catholic people. It's
Yeah.
all like people that just like every time that I've heard someone just like I'm low key atheist now, Catholic.
It's that church
Another
hurt,
thing,
bro.
too,
Church hurt
hurt.
is a
Yeah.
thing, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing that I don't necessarily care for. I could understand like if something was treated you a certain way, but it's like, yo, find out what it means yourself. Like, people have
Yeah.
presented it to you, people have showed you a bad side of it.
Yeah,
If you've never seen the good side, like,
Yeah.
truly, like, check it out yourself.
that
Oh yeah.
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 And
like,
I mean, to tie this back
have you
into.
ever heard, I tried them and I know?
There
I
you
tried them, not
There you
you
go.
tried them, he tried them.
Mhm.
Preach
I
up.
tried them and
but
I know.
no, that's what I was gonna say. That's also where the church hurt comes from. I wouldn't say exactly church hurt, but it's more like their expectation of God to move on their time, and they really believe it on the Catholic side. And I
Yeah.
was like, that's commendable because you are supposed to believe it, but
Yeah.
like right when he doesn't show up, they
Come on, man.
Stop face, and I was like, that's when you really supposed to believe in God. Is when he, I don't want to say exactly doesn't
Yeah.
show up for you.
Basically,
just wait for it. It's gonna
God
come.
is presented through great pain.
Yeah,
More than,
and like,
Yeah.
your
Oh, yeah.
ups.
and then I'm like, nah, we can get. I keep going, but those it's all respectfully. It's
Ty,
always.
hey, Ty ready to preach.
It's always.
Ty ready to preach.
What
Get that brother a
Kendrick
pulpit.
say? What Kendrick say? The rabbit hole deep. I can go further.
Most people from Christianity just say they're agnostic. They just want more evidence of God.
Yeah.
And I was like, most people from Catholic
yeah.
go atheists. They're like, I just don't believe in it.
And the crazy part about it is a lot of people is like, God's real. Like, God shows himself every single. God is what? Omniscient and omnipresent, which means he's
And omnipotent.
and omnipotent. Like, he's there. So, like, he's there and not there. Like, he's everywhere. So, it's like, you know, and I don't even want to get into that story.
Yes,
but it's just the fact of, like, we'll pray for things. But
He said, I could go deeper, I promise.
We still want them in a physical way.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, yeah.
everything's not just, there are blessings beyond just physical things.
Yeah. I mean, you got your health, that's a blessing. Like, you know, you can get up and move, that's a blessing. Because there's a lot of people that can't.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that when you see it's something you could do that not everybody was blessed with, that's a blessing. Like, we got to start really seeing the small stuff. But to take it back to the deliverance, that's what was going on with the mom.
Right.
She had a lot of small things and expectations for God that there just weren't prayers that weren't getting answered, blessings that weren't being delivered in her time. So she fell away from God because she's like, God's not going to provide for me. I'm going to provide for me. But God also says that faith without works is dead.
And people don't know what that means.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you sitting and, you know, you can believe and you can pray for something, but if you're not working to do anything about it, then God can't come in that situation because you have to have that work. That's what makes the blessing sweeter. I worked hard and God came up with me and we did this together. That's really what it is.
And another thing we learned, you actually have to give God permission to work in your life.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
that's what a lot of people don't know, that
he's spitting.
you have to give God permission, because dopest thing, oh my God, this is so just dope. Like, God is so powerful that he has to abide by his own word. So for a lot of people, it's like, oh, if God was real, why is all this stuff going on? Homelessness. Ooh. Well, God just can't break the word he said. That's why he sent Jesus down here, because he had to come in human form. He couldn't just come and be like it's all good.
Yeah, sin.
No, he has to abide by his own word. That's how powerful it is. But like I said, we can keep going, man. This
Man, the rabbit hole's
believers.
deeper.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah.
They're believers.
The rabbit hole's deeper. I promise. But all in all, hey, we ain't the perfect believers, but hey, we believers now in the same.
I mean,
I seen that at a party one time. I was like, it's time to go.
It's how you know we're not perfect.
He said the spirit ain't here. I gotta go.
This is how you know we're not perfect, because asses go straight to Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, yeah.
And start praying. Oh God. Oh Lord.
Oh,
God.
I'm not gonna lie. When we went that one year, I said a little prayer in the car before we left. Niggas was like, "Hey man, let's go."
Should you really be going here? Nah, I want to have fun, but
And we finna do it again, bruh.
I'm just a little scared. This
But-
time, Todd going.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And we actually gonna record. We gonna get footage. It's gonna be crazy fun.
Y'all know y'all niggas did not just say that.
Huh?
He get a look.
No, every
Y'all
time I'm
niggas
gone,
tripping.
they always make me go in the front. So I'm not tripping.
He's like,
I
oh,
mean,
they sacrificing you
I
too.
hit my little prayer hands as I walk through. I'm like,
Hey, and
Only
Todd
one
called
time.
him out too. He right there.
Todd,
yeah, that's
Right there.
hey, when you do this, I want you to have beads in your hand too.
prayer for him.
Hey, you gotta hit the whole yo man.
Oh,
Hey, shoot. I mean, we gonna have a good time, but to the aspect of the deliverance, or to the talk of the deliverance, man, it's a great film. All in all, a lot of people said that they kind of snubbed it at the end. I don't personally think that was the case. I think it was still enjoyable all the way through.
Yeah, well, we gotta rate it too.
Yeah, but just like he said, we gotta rate it. So, what do you rate it?
I say a 7.
A 7
That-
out of 10.
Yeah, that ending. To me, the acting between Audra Day and the mom, I forgot the mom's name. Their acting was great.
Yeah.
I appreciated it.
Oh yeah.
I like Audra Day really assumed that role, and especially like, and not to bring color into it, but she really made it seem like, oh, like yeah, she's a mixed girl, but she still got that dog in her,
like she didn't
Yeah,
she didn't mess with
she
the
didn't mess,
Caucasian
yeah.
side of things. Yeah.
She like, you, mom, you that white bitch. Oh, whoa, wow, that's a whole different side of you, baby. You're half but I'm not. It's kind of like hard to say because the ending, though I think I don't want to call it corny.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was just it was rushed. It was
Mm.
kind of rushed, and you can get that
Ran
sense
out
and
of
that
money.
feeling. Yeah, like
Hey, that ending was probably where a good majority of the budget went. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, but
Those
it was
special
just,
effects was something.
they kind of rushed it, and
Yeah.
like it just kind of started looking like cliche-ish, or
They
I
did
don't.
a
You
lot.
once you'll see it, you'll kind of understand. You'll get that feeling of like, I feel like this could have been done better. But I mean, we do feel that way about anything.
Yeah, I mean, rating wise, I would definitely give it a 7. I think, and this is something I actually forgot to touch on earlier, but I think the disconnect between Andra Day, which is the mom, and the grandmother, I think the disconnect between them painted such a vivid picture of church hurt.
Yeah.
And like how it can even come from inside of your home, and how like even your family can make you want to separate away from God, which it was beautiful the way they did it. I have to admit it was just beautifully done, but I definitely give it a 7. There were aspects of the film where I thought could have been done better, but the ending actually went well for me. I actually did enjoy the ending because it felt like it tied together. I just think the middle portions of Possession, some of those were kind of rushed through towards the end, like with the kids kind of being affected by that final battle. I think that's where they rushed a little bit. But all in all, good film. Check it out. We ain't got nothing bad to say about it.
That's
but
right. That
shoot,
part.
y'all know what we do when we done with the episode, or when we ain't got much more to talk about concerning the topic. Shoot, we ain't got nothing left to say, but peace.
Peace.
God be with you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We
sir.
still gotta chit chat.
That was, hey, that